7:07 as we track the vaccine. DHEC calls on all parents of kids 12 and up to get them vaccinated before summer break. We read through a release from the agency reminding families that getting children vaccinated is important so they don't spread the virus to vulnerable family members or neighbors.
Well, this morning, questions arise after the coroner identified the remains of a woman found just feet from the Greenville County Law Enforcement Center. The woman had been reported missing for more than a month. Greenville police now work to figure out what happened to Lisa Haggerty and how her body went unnoticed. She was first reported missing back in December after being released from the detention center. First, though, trending today, a Southwest Airlines agent came to the rescue after an intergalactic emergency.
Yeah, a Buzz Lightyear.
I kind of agree with that. I think probably men are more likely to have road rage, if you want to call it that. But I'll be honest with you, I've been flipped off by women, too.
There you go.
Well, wait, what were you doing to deserve it, Chris? Wait, that's...
Yeah, I probably did. I probably did. But I've had women, shake their fists and, blow their horn. And
it's because you're being an aggressive driver. I mean, what are you supposed to do?
No, it's because I'm being a good driver and they're being aggressive.
Yeah.
We could go back all day, back and forth. Also, later this morning, today marks the last day that Travelers Rest will hand out masks to protect people from the coronavirus. The city partnered with Paper Cutters to kick off their drive-through earlier this week. Remember, they hand out masks for free, and you don't have to leave your car to get them. Really cool. I love when they figured this stuff out so we can connect with animals a little bit more. I have to say, cats are smart. I mean,
yeah.
I was told, I talked to Margaret Ann, she has a cat and talks to me about this a lot. Cats don't meow to each other, Ted. Did you know that?
I did not.
They apparently have evolved to meow at humans to mimic a baby crying, which is why a human will tend to them. Right? Cats are so smart. Well, in the wake of that deadly day at the Capitol, some companies want their donations back from Republican senators who voted against certifying electoral votes. On Monday, Hallmark asked Senators Josh Hawley of Missouri and Roger Marshall of Kansas for their campaign contributions back. Well, new details this morning, a man is charged with murder after a deadly shooting that killed his wife. It happened at an old home along Old Buncombe Road early Wednesday morning in Union County. As we track the vaccine, the president wants to reach herd immunity within 2 months to return the country to normal. But with vaccination rates slowing, is it possible? President Biden says he has faith. On Tuesday, the president announced he wants to have 70% of American adults with at least one dose of a COVID vaccine by the 4th of July. New this hour, a man accused of drowning 2 of his sons and trying to kill his then wife will spend the rest of his life in prison. Investigators say he did it to collect an insurance payout. A judge sentenced Ali El-Zamayan to 212 years in federal prison for fraud.
As an educator at Furman University, Dr. Cynthia King leads a life that encourages diversity, inspires her community, and promotes change, becoming the first African-American chair of a department at Furman.
I wasn't deterred because, this hasn't been done before. And so I want to, I convey that to my own children. I convey that to my students, this sense of possibility, the sense that things can change, to do what's not been done before.
Cynthia teaches communication studies at Furman, has a master's degree from Auburn and a doctorate from Maryland. The university is proud to recognize her as a clear educational leader.
It meant that there was a different face, a different voice in leadership, in a leadership position at the university, and that spoke volumes to the university community, and I think maybe even to the broader community.
Cynthia and her family are no strangers to shaping the world around them. In 1989, her mother was honored in Albertville, Alabama, for her actions in helping the town desegregate.
My mother was a maid and nanny in the segregated South, and she was required to take the white children under her care to the library. And she saw what a difference it made, and she wanted the same for her children, which of course wasn't at the time possible under law and even custom under Jim Crow. But she made the bold decision to ask the librarian if she could borrow some books for her children. And to the librarian's credit, she said yes. And so in that moment, change took place.
The city of Albertville recognized that in her mom's brave choice, the town pushed forward. Her mom's experience, along with teachers and professors, helped Cynthia recognize that change comes from within.
Once you get someone who believes in you, gives you that validation and that affirmation, which is something that I try to do in my teaching, then people can go beyond, they're limitless.
Additionally, Cynthia served as one of the assistant directors of admissions at Auburn, in charge of minority recruiting. Her mother's actions rooted within her, with trust in possibility, continues to inspire her today. Cynthia is currently writing a book about courage, which she hopes will inspire even more people to reach for their dreams.